You all have finally done it. You've taken Hannah to the other side. They got Hannah ready to perform an exorcism. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want to put my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag in all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for season 6, episode 30 of Have and Have Nots. Like I said, they done took Hannah all the way to the other side. Baby, she's giving very much of, honey, demon, honey. I said, oh, Lord, honey. Anyway, we'll get to it in a minute, but let's start here. So Jim and his lawyer friend have rolled in on all the action. You got Wyatt on his knees, Justin with his camera ready, and Wyatt just about to get down and give some head and shoulders, honey. And I don't mean washing clothes, honey, or hair. Anyway, I said this is a whole mess. It ended up being a whole thing where Justin starts going back and forth with Jim, and Jim shocked the hell out of Justin and snatched Justin and commenced to whooping Justin's ass. He took him and juked him and threw him up on the table and bammed him on the wall. I said, always so tough. But you wasn't ready for that. You didn't know that Judge Jim Cryer will whip that ass on you. Jim was getting him. And he said they were getting down, and the captain came in and broke them all up in all of this. And he ended up telling Justin, go to my office and all of that. Jim questioned Wyatt. Wyatt starts with his bullshit. And I really wanted Jim to just take and smack the shit out of Wyatt for all the bull. You know what? It is what it is. But Wyatt gets on my nerves. You're a junkie. And then you just all smart mouth and all flip it and carrying on. It's just too much. I couldn't. I just could not. I couldn't sit up under one of my kids giving me all this grief. I would just have to smack the shit out of them. I just would. I just, something in the tips of my fingers would just say, honey, you got to, you just, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Oh, are you mad because I was getting ready to do it? Yes, he's mad that you was getting ready to suck cock for coke, honey. Of course he's mad about that. Are you an idiot? And you can't see that they want to help you. You just don't want to see it. You just want to be an old high bitch. And that's it. That's just what you want to give. I can't stand Miss Wyatt. She wears me thin. And again, I'm starting to believe, girl, you just really have a proclivity for cocksucking, honey. It just is what it is. You're always so willing to give of your mouth and your ass, honey, and keep talking about you don't like it. Don't you? Can't prove it by me, honey. Seems a little sweet to me, honey. You seem a little light in the loafers these days, Miss Wyatt, honey. What's going on, girl? I ain't getting it. But anyway, whatever. So Jim ends up taking him, and he's out there trying, I'm leaving, I'm walking, I'm going to walk home. He's like, you ain't got no goddamn home to walk to, you damn clown. That house is up on the market. You're going with me. Takes him to the house, locks him up, got these two security, honey, and told them, listen, don't let him out. If he tries to escape, break something. Only if you have to, though. But break something. Fuck him up, honey. And Catherine's like, so this is the plan? Yeah, Catherine, that's the plan. Catherine, she up there, she's so busy in her bullshit. She's getting phone calls. And before she got it, she's sitting there, she got all these pictures. So she starts handing Jim all these pictures. They're photos of all the whores down to the hotel. And he's going through them. I said, Lord have mercy. Before that even happened, let me back up for a minute. I'm moving too fast. Before that happened, when she first came down the steps, did y'all see when Wyatt looked at her and said, this bitch? Wyatt, see what you don't know? Catherine will put a hot one in your ass. Go find that DA, honey, and unturn her motherfucking toes down from the moon and ask her what happened to her when she got smart with Catherine. She cut her gut with a hot one. You better tread lightly, little boy. You doing too much. Anyway, so she's handing Jim these pictures of all these whores, like this whore, this whore, this whore. And then he gets to the one, and he's so arrogant. It's where damn son gets first. This one isn't a whore. She's a business associate who's keeping your ass out of jail. Y'all know which one it was. She said, yeah, right, whatever. I'm not worried about that. She's a whore, too. You're right. You're right, honey, because she did that nut in her mouth, honey. She's a whore, too. Anyway, a mess. So he's asking her, have you actually heard from Hannah? And she's like, not yet. She'll call. And he's like, call her. Then he busts out and said, I don't trust that bitch any further than I can throw you. I said, oh, I'm not calling Hannah a bitch and calling her a fat ass. I said, oh, Jim, apple don't fall too far from the tree. Jim is nothing but an older Wyatt, honey. It's a mess. Too much. Too much. So, all that's going on. Catherine gets a phone call from old boy down to the hotel. Tells her, come on down. He wants to do some things with her. Catherine takes her ass down there. Gets right in that room with that man. He goes right over the same things that he was going over with her before. And then took and ravaged her. I said, no, Miss Catherine, hold on, honey. She went right on down there and went for it. I said, but the only thing is, he thinks that she's falling for him. I don't think she's falling for him. I think it is what it is. I think he's just a trick. You know, and I hope that Catherine has just got her eyes open and just wants a little dick, and she okay with that. Just go on and bounce on him a few times and then keep it moving. Because anybody think about his old cute old ass. But he went on up there and ripped her out of all them spanks and them body magics, honey, and ravaged her. I said, oh, go on, nasty Catherine, honey. He done tore you out of $900 worth of foundation garments, girl, and tore your little cuckoo on up, honey. You go ahead, girl. Anyway, old nasty cat, honey. Anyway, Jeffrey is getting out the car at his dad's house. Here, Justin done followed him, as usual. And they're going back and forth. If you follow me, I'm always following you. This, that, thing, and the other. Oh, wait, I'm going too fast again. Down at the station. I forgot this. Down at the station, Jim got the information for Wyatt. Wyatt said, yes, he was going to make me suck him off to get the heroin. He got heroin in his pocket. He goes to the captain's office, busted the captain's office, and the captain told him, he said he got heroin in his pocket. Search him. He's like, I can't do that. That's against the law. He's like, just empty your pockets. Justin's like, I'm not doing it just for principle, if nothing else. To hell with you and that. He said, well, I'm going to have to suspend you. He said, well, do what you want to do. I don't give a damn. I'm not doing that because that bastard dude was dirty. But anyway, so he ends up leaving on out and all of that. That's that. Then we get back to where I was. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, I'm just moving, honey. You know, Tyler don't give us too much, honey. And then we go 6 weeks without anything happening, honey. I done got all excited, honey. So, anyway, all right. I apologize. Let's move on. So, Justin gets to talking to Jeffrey. And what he's telling him, I need you to get to Wyatt and tell Wyatt don't tell. Don't tell what, Justin? Baby, he ends up telling Jeffrey what actually happened. Well, his version of what happened. Talking about Wyatt tried to seduce him and all of this. And this is the first time that we've actually seen Jeffrey really get mad at Justin. What you don't know, Justin, you're literally breaking yourself away from Jeffrey now because you're out of order. He is in love with Wyatt, no matter what you do, no matter what you say. And for you to take and try to get on Wyatt, baby, you done crossed the line. You're almost done. I promise you. You are almost done. You done tried to kill his mother. That wasn't no real big deal. Fuck with Wyatt and fuck with his daddy. Baby, you almost done. Your time is almost over. You fuck around and Jeffrey will be the one to kill you. You better watch yourself. He didn't believe for 1 second that Wyatt tried to seduce you. He know how you get down. He know how you make the boys suck you off or carry it on. Everybody knows, girl. Mess. Anyway, so Jeffrey goes on up into the house after he tells him to get on out, get away from here, and don't come back. Get out of here. Goes in the house. Veronica got her ass in there sitting on the couch up at David's house. A mess. And then they get to going back and forth. Her and Jeffrey told her, you need to get your ass on out of here. And they going back and forth, back and forth. And she's about, this is, going through the whole thing about him getting the house for Erica and all that crazy shit. And then tells, she says, what is wrong with a black man who doesn't want a strong black woman? This, that, and the other. What's wrong with these black men? Then told Jeffrey, don't answer that, because you don't know nothing about a man unless he's on top of you. I said, oh, bitch. Girl, you really be trying it, honey. You really, she will say, this life, bitch, this life is a bitch. He said, no, you're the bitch. And an unstable one. You hear me? Unstable. I said, oh, honey, when your dad called her a simple bitch, you know what happened, honey. She turned around and told him, if I didn't love you, I'd have a bitch come and slit your throat. A stable bitch. You understand? A stable one. But that's because I love you while you're still standing here, honey. And then told him, but that's okay, because even love wears out. I said, now let me tell you something, Miss Veronica. What you wouldn't do, bitch, you wouldn't be threatening me, bitch. You wouldn't be doing it. I'm sorry. Now, because all the mother-son shit that went all out the window. You done killed Maggie Day, bitch, and we know it. You done killed Erica. You done killed Erica, and we know it, and you admitted to it. You done burned his dad's back the fuck off. And now you standing in my face, threatening me about having somebody slit my throat, bitch. That's what you're not going to do. I've been done her. And it's just too much. I mean, yes, that's his mother and all that, but self-preservation is key. I ain't sitting up listening to no bitch with no two bodies telling me about how she gonna get me fucked up, and she done got you fucked up before. I've been done her, because she's doing too much. She is just a bit too fucking much. She went too damn far. Then getting up, leaving, gonna tell him, and tell your friend, nice try. And he's like, huh? Girl, she know that your man didn't try to run her ass off the road, honey. He said, yeah, whatever. Get out of here and don't come back. I was like, a mess. A mess, a mess, a fucking mess. You hear me? RK and took his old fat ass down there. He talking to Candace, telling her what's up with the whole thing with Veronica and Jeffrey and all that. He's like, I'm in. This, that, and the other. She's like, boy, I don't care. Do what you want to do. That's on you. Do what you want to do. Whatever. Child turns around, and he ends up telling her about Hannah. And told her, maybe you need to go talk to your mom. Go talk to her and see what y'all can figure out. You know what I mean? And she's like, she got my son killed. He's like, you don't believe that, Candace. You don't. He said, my mom was a crackhead and burned me with an iron when I was younger. I said, now, Tyler, you stole that motherfucking line off of Good Times. God damn it. Is that Miss Petty? That's a little Petty story. God damn it. Damn mess. But anyway, he said, I still love my mother, this, that, and the other. And then he was trying to screw her. It's normal. He tried to take off his stuff. It was hot there. She said, girl, get your ass out of here. Yeah, I'm about sick of that, RK. If you'll take a little dick, get on out of here, Annie. What the screw? That ain't going to happen. Beat it. So, down there to Hannah's house. Hannah, she's talking all this. Derek trying to fuck. I said, Derek, what are you doing? And Benny right upstairs. She gonna say, I'm not doing that until I get married. And he's like, girl, you can give me some pussy. I said, oh my God, honey. So he goes and he talking to her. And next thing you know, he done basically talked her into it. I said, hey, Hannah, you ain't acting like no whore, is you, honey? Is you live, whore? Oh, is you live, honey? Talk about I'm a grown ass woman. I said, here we go with this cussing Christian again, honey. I said, all right, she was feeling her Beyonce, honey. I'm a grown woman. Yeah, you are, girl. Next thing I know, she ready to get busy. I said, oh, on the couch, honey. Okay. And then there was a knock at the door. And it was Candace. Derek just looked at Candace. So I'm going to go outside and let you talk to your mother, child. She get up in there, honey. The two of them get to going back and forth, honey. And Candace was laying it on thick. Mama, so forth. She said, Mama? Girl, what you want, honey? You sit up in here lying through your teeth, honey. Everything you're saying right now is a lie, honey. And don't you keep calling me mama, honey. She said, let's get down to it. What do you want? This, that, thing, and the other. So they get to talk about the money. And this, that, thing, and the other. And on and on and on. And she's like, I'm not doing that. I'm not never going to do that. I'm not giving you nothing. I'm not going to help you at all. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't messing with you. I thought after your son died that you would change or you would want to change, but you haven't changed a bit. Not at all. There is evil in you. This, that, thing, and the other. They going back and forth, back and forth. Honey, that Candace leaned over there, and y'all see my thumbnail, honey. You see that look on Candace's face? I said, girl, Miss Tika Sumter, brava, bitch, brava. Baby, she gave you every bit of Reagan, honey. She was like, I said, girl, and she looked like she was looking straight through Hannah. I said, girl, something about to jump up off of her on you. And Hannah brought it on her. She said, there you go, demon. There you go. Come on through, Satan, honey. Come on out. I said, oh, here we go, honey. And she got to go. She gonna say, which demon are you? Which name do you go by, honey? I'll denounce you in the name of Jesus. I said, oh, girl, that ain't gonna help you, honey. She told her, you keep on playing with me, Hannah, and I'll make sure you have a visitor every night. I said, girl, she's gonna get you fucked up, Hannah. She's gonna fuck you up, honey. Hannah kept telling her, honey, come on out of there, Satan, honey. Show yourself, honey. I said, oh, here we go, honey. We can ready to have a whole exorcism on this bitch, honey. I was like, oh, I'm here for this. But that look that Tika Sumter pulled on Hannah, girl, that was some good old demonic, good go get a bitch shit. I loved it, honey. I said, oh, Tika. Evil. Evil, honey. I said, So you get out of here. She got on up, walked on out of there. I was like, Hannah, you in danger, girl. All right, y'all. This one wasn't too bad, Tyler. Wasn't too bad. If I do say so myself. Yes. I'll talk to y'all later.